The Green Glass Sea is Ellen Klages' debut novel, published in 2006, and categorized as children's historical fiction. Set in New Mexico in 1943, it follows the story of 11-year-old Dewey Kerrigan, a mechanical engineering prodigy and outcast, who moves to the enigmatic town of Los Alamos, also known as The Hill, to live with her father. As Dewey settles in, she discovers that her father and several other scientists are engaged in a top-secret project called the Gadget. Unbeknownst to her, she is unwittingly contributing to the early stages of the Manhattan Project, a pivotal nuclear research initiative developed during World War II. During her time in Los Alamos, Dewey befriends fellow outcast Suze Gordon, and together they navigate the challenges of growing up on the brink of the world's first atomic bomb. The Green Glass Sea received several accolades, including the Scott Odell Award for Historical Fiction in 2007, the Judy Lopez Memorial Award, and the New Mexico Best Book Award for Young Adult Fiction that same year. This novel marks the beginning of the Gordon family saga, which continues with White Sands, Red Menace, and Out of Left Field. Told from alternating first-person perspectives, the narrative begins in 1943 in St. Louis, Missouri. 11-year-old Dewey, a tomboy with a passion for mechanics and no mother, is picked up from her neighbor Miss Kovac's doorstep. Previously living with her grandmother, Nana, Dewey's life changes when Nana has a stroke and is hospitalized. She learns that her absentee father, Dewey Kerrigan, is now at a top-secret location in New Mexico, far from Chicago. Dewey boards a train headed for Lamy, New Mexico, where she finds an observation car and meets Dick Feynman, a man with an interest in radios who is also traveling to Lamy. Dick informs Dewey that he knows her father and that they will be living at the Hill. Upon arriving in Lamy, Dick waits with Dewey until Sergeant Prager arrives to escort her. The sergeant obtains a security pass for Dewey, a requirement for anyone entering the Hill. Eventually, Dewey reunites with her father, who takes her to their home in Los Alamos, a town so secretive that it does not appear on any U.S. maps. Jimmy, a busy mathematician, reveals to Dewey that he is working on a special gadget intended to help the U.S. win World War II. This gadget remains classified, and all residents of the Hill are sworn to secrecy, even from their families. Excitement buzzes among the American and European scientists involved, but discussions about the project are strictly forbidden, and access to the Hill is tightly controlled. The story then transitions to 1944. Suze Gordon, short for Susan, spends an afternoon playing cards with her mother, Terry, in their Los Alamos home. Both of Suze's parents are former Berkeley professors. Terry is a chemist, while her father, Philip, is a metallurgist. They moved to the Hill in 1943 to work on the top-secret gadget. Suze yearns to fit in with the popular girls at school, but they mock her behind her back, calling her Truck because of her tall stature and assertive demeanor. In an effort to impress them, she tries to win their favor by revealing a shortcut to the soda machine. Meanwhile, Dewey finishes a picnic with her father, Jimmy, and decides to head to her favorite spot, the dump, to scavenge for copper tubing to fix her broken typewriter. There, she encounters her friend Charlie, a classmate in math, and his younger brother, Jack. The boys are collecting wood for their treehouse and agree to help Dewey carry her haul back to the Hill. On their way, they encounter Suze and the popular girls, who taunt Dewey by calling her Screwy Dewey. A few days later, Terry takes Suze to visit a friend who turns out to be Jimmy. Despite the connection, Suze continues to bully Dewey, primarily because Dewey prefers to sit alone at recess, tinkering with her inventions. The narrative shifts to March 1945, when Jimmy informs Dewey that he must travel to Washington, D.C. for a meeting with General Groves. Terry agrees to watch over Dewey during Jimmy's absence, much to Suze's displeasure. Initially, the two girls clash, with Suze even drawing a chalk line across their shared room to mark their personal boundaries. However, as time passes, they begin to develop a friendship, forming a sisterly bond built on respect and support. Together, they establish the Shazam Club, a group the popular girls are forbidden to join. Tragedy strikes when Jimmy dies in a car accident, and Dewey ends up living with Suze's family indefinitely, further solidifying their connection. As two outsiders united, Dewey and Suze continue their projects as the first atomic bomb nears completion. When the gadget is ready for its test detonation, the trio, Dewey, Suze, and Terry, prepares a picnic with roast beef sandwiches, coffee, blankets, and a flashlight before heading into the desert to witness the blast, which occurs 300 miles away at White Sands. They are awestruck by the spectacle and proud of their contributions. In the novel's closing moments, the family takes a vacation and stops by the bomb site, where they collect melted green glass, a byproduct of the bomb incinerating the sand. Using a Geiger counter, they check the glass for radioactivity before loading it into the car. As they survey the area, Terry and Philip spot the charred outlines of dead animals, including birds and rabbits, prompting Terry to reflect on the gravity of their actions. The story concludes with a radio announcement reporting the bombing of Hiroshima. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.